Stop looking at your shoes, bro.
You're not mad at the shoes?
They're cute.
Thanks, bro.
I like the shirt. What color would that shirt be?
Aqua?
Aqua
Teal?
is like a
It's
teal.
a summer.
Isn't that a teal?
Bro, you need to go summer colors, man. You're too
It's
dark.
a summer teal. I am a little dark.
You're too dark for the summer.
I got to start lightening
Splash
things
it up, bro.
Can lighten
Get
things
some
up.
white kicks, maybe a summer tee.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
Maybe a kind of a. I like an
yellow's
aqua.
not
I
your
like an
thing.
aqua. I like a
What
sky
shirt is this,
blue.
aqua?
I like a baby blue.
Well, are you referring to the shirt I'm wearing?
No, I'm talking about me. I'm going to start wearing some
I know
baby
what I'm
blue.
saying.
Maybe some coral. Coral's a little much.
Pinky for you? Your
Pink is
skin's
not
ready
bad.
for it.
Pink's not bad.
What about an orange?
Pink to match my psoriasis?
Your psoriasis flared up,
Nah, it's better.
and you're leaving for Hawaii today.
Yeah. I'll be wearing.
Till
I'll wear
Sunday?
shorts, but I'll have to put some foundation on. I don't mind it. It's just I don't really want to have people go, that guy has a disease. Hey, no measles on the beach, sir.
Is it contagious?
No. It's
But
just
I want to get in the water.
I think you can.
No, I'm saying if you got in the water, I would get out.
Why? Because
That's what I'm telling
my kids
you.
were in this hot tub, and I go, hey, and I strip down in my underwear. I jump, and I hadn't seen him in
all,
6 days.
"See ya."
My daughter goes, not in here. My 10-year-old daughter, not in here with that. I go, what? She goes, not with that psoriasis. I don't want that in the water.
She ain't lying, man.
I was like, dude,
I'd be a
come
little
on.
worried too.
I mean,
because how much research has been done on psoriasis in hot tubs?
right? And
Zero.
And I'm sitting there like this, and I go, and I'm in the sun, and I go, it looks a little better, though, right? And my son is such a sweetheart. He's like me.
Like, yeah,
he wants to
Dad.
make me feel. My son goes, it is. It's getting a lot better. He's 6. My daughter goes, no, it's not. In fact, I think it's worse.
She ain't lying.
She's cold.
I feel like the Hawaii's going to help it though.
Yeah, Hawaii is very good.
Now,
for
are you
psoriasis.
going on the island because you're cheap as fuck? The one with the volcano for a discount, or there's
we're
an
going
active
right.
volcano.
We're going right where the volcano is, but we got such a good deal, dude. We got such a good deal.
Dude, beachfront.
It's beachfront.
You just got to wear a mask.
You got to wear a mask, and yeah, that's true. And you have to stay in the water. You have to stay. You have to be on the sailboat because the land is too dangerous.
Hey, have you ever? Well, I was watching somebody said it was on Instagram. Said what people think of Hawaii right now. It shows like pure from a movie, like chaos and lava everywhere. And goes, what it really looks like, and shows the island. Shows this little bitty lava thing. It's like this is what it looks like. If you're around that area, you're fucked.
Yes,
but everywhere else, you're good. Man.
Well, there was that couple.
Like I told Joe, I'm like, Brian's going to Hawaii this week, so I gotta cover the podcast. Get my back's killing me. And she goes, Hawaii? What about the volcanoes? I went, oh, you think there's more than one island? You think that Hawaii's just fine? I mean,
I know
Max Holloway and BJ Penn would save that island themselves if it was that big of a deal.
People freak out about that. Brazil, they're shooting people in the streets. No, it's like a city like anything else.
Yeah, it depends where
there
you
might
go.
be some crime.
There's definitely some crime.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I could have used you on Thursday. I could use you at the Laugh Factory doing stand up, and then on Saturday I could have used you as well at the Comedy Store.
Well,
all my friends were gone, man.
I was in Raleigh, and sometimes you go to a city, and I don't know what it is, but the crowds are on fire. Why would Raleigh, North Carolina, be as rowdy as a bunch of Scottish fans in Scotland at an AC/DC concert?
What do you mean?
Woo! Woo!
But like talking during the show?
No,
rowdy?
just great.
Oh, just
like
good.
Laughing like, you go to Minnesota, all due respect, because they're Scandinavian, tend to be, maybe they got to get ready for the winter.
Conservative?
That laugh goes, and then, and it stops. When
I feel like there's certain pockets. Like I feel like I've never been to Raleigh. I've been to Charlotte.
Amazing.
And I've been to the Comedy Zone there.
Yeah.
But
Raleigh's amazing.
Portland, monster. You're head there soon,
Yeah.
right?
I'm going. I'll be in Portland the weekend, 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Portland
June.
monster.
Helium, yeah.
Portland monster crowd.
Yeah, incredible.
And Buffalo monster crowd.
Yeah. So
There's
it's
certain
funny. Why
pockets,
is that
huh?
so
I don't
weird?
know. And other ones maybe, I don't know, because they're used to.
A lot of female fans from Fighter and the Kid. First time at Raleigh.
Yeah?
A lot of girls, a lot of women.
Was it
we
21?
listen to your podcast all the time. I listen to your podcast. I go, oh, mixed mental arts? No.
She went get real.
She was like, Fighter and the Kid. I was like, oh, shit.
How dare you say mixed mental arts?
I know.
Come on.
It's now the Bryan Callen show soon.
You changed the Bryan Callen?
Yeah. I took your advice.
Yeah.
I gotta start branding that. I might have a podcast where I actually debate people I disagree with. I don't want to not to win, but to try to see if I can change somebody's mind. I'm more interested in that, like something dynamic. So it's one thing to get somebody's point of view, but maybe I can, because there are a lot of people I disagree with.
It'd almost be better. I think that'd be good, but I think it'd be good to have an expert from both opinions on. Then you're the mediator, and then you go back and forth.
That's another excellent.
You know what I'm
idea.
saying? Like obviously you have your opinions.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna tune into it, I want someone who's fucked. Like they know
who
their
knows
shit
both sides.
versus their shit.
I agree.
You're
I agree.
like you want to do first take,
Yes, I agree.
but with
100%.
whatever.
It's a good
Yeah.
call. Something dynamic where I feel like
Isn't that what you're already doing on there? Or no.
Well, no, because sometimes, like in everything in life, there's smart talk, right? So you got people who talk smart, but number one, what's getting done? Number two, you're speaking theoretically. You can have an argument. The problem with everything in life is that you got two different people, and they're looking at data, the same data, and they arrive at totally different conclusions.
Yeah.
Right? A Republican and a Democrat they look at the same data and they have very different opinions.
Yeah.
And you're never going to get to the bottom of it, but sometimes I believe there's got to be a way to persuade. You can get closer if you have a discussion as opposed to an argument. You can get closer to the truth. There is a truth, or there is the best way to do something. Right. One of the things about fighting is we know is, if it doesn't work and you get clocked, you go back to the drawing board if you're smart and you go, why didn't this work? And it's kind of like it forces you in the direction of truth. That's why if I say to you, Brennan, and now hear me out. I'm going to the UFC. I've been training in Kung Fu, but this guy is fucking amazing.
You're trying to CM Punk.
Well, yeah.
But then sometimes there's not one answer. And like sometimes you're not going to get to the, like if you do gun control, God, I want to shoot myself in the face already talking about it. But your podcast isn't going to solve that.
No, you know
or
why?
Open up any doors.
No, but you know why I think like things like gun control are so hard? Because in a way, like we all have conflicting points of view. So for me and you and me, right? We don't want to see spree shooting. Nobody who does. We don't want to see maniacs have access to guns and go shoot up a school, for example, right? But then at the same time, I own guns. Okay, I had
this conversation yesterday.
So it becomes complicated. It's like I own guns. I want to have guns in case somebody comes to my house where I can shoot them. At the same time, I kind of want to make it harder to get guns. I'd like to. I don't think that makes me a screaming liberal, right?
Well, I was having this conversation yesterday. I had a barbecue over at my house, and we were talking about cops, stuff like that. And I've never been opposed to guns. I've always been scared of guns.
Yeah.
And then I had an incident where I had a robbery at my house, and I saw how long it took the cops to get there. I went, oh fuck, man,
you need a gun.
I can't, and
it's
not on them. It's more of the cops issue because there's not enough cops as big LA is. So it took them however long, 10, 12 minutes to get to my house. In that time, they could have murdered everyone in the house.
That's correct.
What I can't, when they show up, I'm sure it's going to be all fine and dandy. The problem is there's so little cops in such a mass area. You got to take matters into your own hands. So then now I have guns. I have a lot of guns.
Well, that's how.
And then I got a dog because if you're just banking on the cops for your safety, you're definitely mistaken.
That's what I always say. Like my joke,
it's not on them.
No, my joke is that my smartphone is good. I can call the cops, but it feels a lot smarter. My pistol grip Mossberg 20 gauge shotgun in my hand feels a lot smarter at 3 a.m. when the guy's coming through my window.
Yeah,
that's immediate recourse. And my fucking dog that's trying to bite his fucking face off. That I feel safer that way.
I need immediate action.
Yeah, I need immediate action. And my training, my kung fu. So
your kung fu.
No, it's pronounced kung fu. So what was I going to say to you? We were talking about.
You're going to Hawaii, or you can't have your psoriasis in the sun.
I'm going. Well, that was it. It's funny with psoriasis or anything. Shit, man, oh man, does everybody have an opinion? God damn, does everybody? And you know who doesn't have an opinion? Doctors who are medical doctors. They go like this. They shrug and they go, I don't know, could be. I go, what about diet? They go. Every doctor I've asked, like every dermatologist and including other doctors, and they go, I don't know, could be. I mean, I'm sure that there's certain they're all.
It's just the longest you've ever had it.
Yeah.
Usually just.
Oh yeah, it's probably look. Listen, dude, as you get older, it's probably going to get worse.
I don't think just diet's the answer. Like people keep telling you that, eat this. Well, all right.
It's probably a combination of shit.
I think maybe diet, but then also you need medication.
My mother said,
take the modern day medication.
I do, and it helps. My mother. Problem with medication, like you can't take certain. They'll tell you this too. My dermatologist go, I'll make it go away. I can shoot you full of steroids, got big side effects, and I could really do
What's the side effects?
Oh, you can get all kinds of shit with steroids, all kinds. I mean, with certain topical steroids. But the other thing is, they'll give you Humira, that'll get rid of it immediately.
Then what's the problem?
Well, it lowers your immune system, so you can also develop lymphoma, leukemia, and lupus. So you don't want that.
If you live in the exaggerated world,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're going to be fine, man. Most people are fine.
My mother's the greatest. My mother, as I get older, I appreciate my mother more and more. My mother hits me with this. She goes, I'm talking about the gut biome. I'm working with this guy, and then I'm changing my diet. And my mother goes, it's all good. I think it's stress. And I go, no. And she goes, well, let me explain something to you. She said, I believe that, so your father, when he gets stressed, he gets dandruff. Your grandmother used to get this weird rash on her feet, on her hands. Other people get stomach issues, whatever it might be. She goes, I think when you get stressed, it's stress. She goes,
you do have a lot going on.
She's not wrong. And she said something really interesting. She said, you have an issue. And I said, what? She goes, you're a very compassionate person, as you know. Like I'm compassionate. I give a fuck. And when people are in pain, if I read the newspaper, if I have somebody who's not doing well, it bothers me a lot. And but she said, and that would be one thing. And that's how I am. And I understand that. And you get that from me. She said, the problem with you is that you also, ever since you were a little kid, you wouldn't just get sad, you would then get angry and you want to kill the bad guy who's making the problem. And and when I would hear a story, I would spiral into this dark place.
And you're still doing that at 51.
Yeah, so I have to stop.
And so
because it does cause me stress, man.
But then you got your show and then you're shooting your special.
All that shit, man. And traveling.
Traveling to fuck you up, man.
It'll fuck you up. But you know what? And this is going to sound so... I really, really mean this. I kind of...
want to give up.
No, and I just walk away.
Yeah. I just want to stop this
I'm going to stop everything.
I'm just going to stop.
And that's all I say.
I'm going to live to Montana. I'm going to move to Montana.
Yeah. I'm a ghost. And I just walk away.
I'm going to work for Uber.
I just quit. That's the message is quit.
Everything. You can find me on Uber.
No.
Holler at your boy.
I swear to God, this psoriasis thing has forced me to contend with certain things that are very positive. Very positive. Fucking.
It's just psoriasis.
But it's still
Let's
like.
not be dramatic.
Just deal. No, but
CM Punk.
Anything you get,
so
dude,
brave, dude.
Anything you get that you want to fix. Well, what's really going on? And it forces you to take an inventory of how you're living your life.
Yeah, it's also Father Time. Like, you're getting older. Here's spots all over your
Hey,
you're looking at it like that. I love this. This is and I was making fun of CM Punk for this. Everyone's like, he's so brave.
Oh yeah,
he's so brave.
Well, before you say that, I want to ask you a question about that.
Like your psoriasis, it's like, all right, you got fucking
by the way,
dots on your leg. Let's relax.
I'm older.
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Well, here's what I was going to ask you about.
Are your teeth getting straighteners? Someone sent me a DM. We're like, I want you to know Bryan took out his Invisalign halfway through the first show.
No, I didn't have it in. That's stupid.
No, it's like, no you wouldn't go on stage with it.
I did not do that.
You don't go on stage with it, right?
No. But my question is, I've been hearing people, and he fought, and he kept getting up, and there's heart there and all that, and people are like, but my question is, like, is that self-belief? Probably, but to what degree? What's the difference between self-belief
and craziness
and delusion?
Yeah, delusion,
self-delusion.
But this is my thing, and this is the point I was making on Below the Belt. We got to be careful with throwing out the term brave. Let's say a guy similar to you, who's 51, who has your experience in taekwondo and wrestling, and you don't know him. And I said, B, you'll get to experience the entire UFC treatment, the same as John Jones, Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez, Max Holloway. You're going to experience exactly what they go through. Not only are you going to be able to do that, but you're going to fight a guy of similar skill set, and we're going to give you $8 million. How brave is that to take that on?
Correct.
Not brave. We need to be careful throwing the term brave out.
I agree. And at the end of the day, CM Punk showed heart. Awesome.
What is this? What is this heart? I don't get even that.
Yeah, and by the way,
understand that.
But my main issue is this. Like, and his fame got him there. There was effort there. All good. The only thing is that is an arena for professional fighters, professionals. He's still an amateur.
At the highest level.
At the highest level.
Yes.
And what it takes to get there, like all the people fighting all the time, like trying in all the different leagues, and they get their break on the Ultimate Fighter, and one guy wins and gets a contract. Like the amount of work, like you look at a guy like Kevin Gastelum or these guys, like it's so fucking hard. And then you get, but he's still an amateur, and I don't think it's a place for amateurs.
Even on the regional amateur circuit, he would be lower tier.
Of course he would.
He would get destroyed by amateurs.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. He's not.
Mike Jackson's an amateur too.
Yes,
he's terrible as well.
Yes. And a lot of people think Jackson was trying to like elongate, like he was keeping the fight going.
I think he was. Yeah.
I mean, I think he could have ended it sooner, and Dana was mad about that. Dana is.
I'm with Dana on this.
Yeah,
I'm with Dana.
Yeah,
I thought it. I thought the.
You
worst.
don't have to call him a fucking idiot, but yeah,
I'm with him though. If I ran the thing, I'm that fucking idiot. We give these guys opportunity.
Finish
You know, and then you go and you act cocky and you're doing this. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You never fight here again.
Finish
like
him.
we threw you a fucking gold bone.
Yeah.
And you threw it in our face.
Yeah, man, I don't know, but that's where it comes down to. It's like that's an arena for professionals who've earned that place, and it's really hard to get there. It's fucking hard to get there, and that's when you realize. That's when you go. You may have been tough guy in your neighborhood, good athlete, played college ball, played high school ball.
Well, you're just going through right now. None of those guys have those credentials.
What's that?
Tough guy. As far as you're a tough guy, played college ball, played
None
high
of them
school.
do.
Neither of those gentlemen have those backgrounds.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not even that.
But the problem is it hurts the sport so bad with letting them even have the chance to compete at that level where you would never see this in any other sport. Like the NFL. You know how many people dream of playing the NBA?
Of course.
Can you imagine if the
course.
Golden State Warriors are like, man, Dwayne Johnson's just the biggest fan. Are you guys cool if we put him at point guard for this first game one?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can you imagine him? The Rock playing basketball is no different than CM Punk fighting the UFC.
I agree with you.
The Rock has as much experience dribbling a basketball than CM Punk does punching people in the face. Yeah. So if The Rock was like, dude, well, I went and trained with Michael Jordan for the past 2 years, though. I've had the best training in the world. That's cool. You're not a basketball player. Yeah. It doesn't count. So if you think The Rock playing basketball, that's ridiculous. That's no more ridiculous than CM Punk fighting on the main card in the UFC. Yeah. Very similar.
So I watched every fight, and I watched the beginning of that fight, and I just stopped watching. I was like, I'm not going to watch this. It's going to make me feel bad.
Yeah, it made you feel bad.
It just is. I'm not going to watch it. And then I saw some of the highlights, and I was like, well, there it is. Anyway.
No, yeah, you didn't miss anything. He's out of shape. He looked like shit. I don't know. Like I said, CM Punk, good guy, trained with him at Grace. He's always a nice guy. I'm critiquing the athlete. I think both of them are terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure good
They
person.
might be great guys. What can you do?
Yeah. Did you...
what are you going to do in Hawaii, brother?
Run hard in the...
Because you're not a guy that just chills out in the sun.
I'm going to cut through the water. You ever seen me swim and do the butterfly?
Yeah, I have.
Kadoosh! I get up, hey, I pop it.
Do you guys have activities planned, or are you just going to chill at the? Are you when people are like, I'll go on vacation. I'm just gonna veg out at the hotel.
I can't veg out.
I know. What are you going to do?
I'll be restless. I'll write. I'll play with my kids. Well, my daughter won't play with me, but my son will.
With your psoriasis.
My daughter will be like, get away from me, especially in shorts, because you're disgusting, and don't embarrass me. But my son will play with me.
Yeah. So
that'll be cool. And then we'll do stuff.
Dude, I held little Tiger down because he's getting a straight fro. And I'm like, he's 100% 24/7. So he's sweating. He the hair was like getting in his face. I'm like, we got to cut his hair.
Yeah.
And he hates fucking clippers. So I had Joe hold him down. I shaved his head.
You shaved it?
Shaved his head.
Oh,
yeah.
I got to see a picture of that.
Yeah, it looks like a little badass. Look at this.
Oh my God.
And then I sent this, our friends were over and they're like, do you really, look at his legs. Look at this fucking kid, man.
Dude, that's the craziest. He looks like a CrossFit athlete.
I know.
I'm not kidding.
These giant
Look at the
thighs.
ass and fucking quads on him, dude. What is he? Is he squatting over 200 pounds? I'm not kidding. That's fucking weird.
People were over yesterday like, Kate, what's going on with him? Like, I swear, he's not, I don't give him anything.
Dude,
he's
he's
just
got a back on him.
Yeah,
He's got traps. Those legs are stupid.
His little shaved head.
I mean, his leg looks like the letter S. Think of the letter S. He's got giant quads, and then they go into his calves are every bit as big as Will Sasso's.
Yeah, he's giant.
And then you could rest a beer bottle on his ass.
He's an ass, I know.
His ass goes all the way out. And he's how old?
He's 2, man.
That's the nuttiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And he's got a mound of pubic hair.
he's a goatee. I'm giving him steroids.
Dude, is that what you're doing?
I'm giving him steroids, man. We're trying to go to the league.
Maybe it's the hormones in the meat, but
we're trying to go to the league, bro.
That's so weird. He's got a full beard. He's got a Tate Fletcher beard.
Got to get out the hood, man.
It's kind of crazy.
You can't rap. You got a ball.
Got a ball.
You got a ball, son.
You gots to ball.
You gots to ball.
You gots to ball. Did you watch? Bro, you watch any basketball?
Yeah. LeBron's out, by the way. I did. What's interesting about LeBron? Did you watch any of it?
Yeah.
So they play he just gets fucking blown out game 4. And then I'm like, I feel bad for LeBron. I'm like, God damn.
It's 4-0 now. Right?
Well, so the series is over.
Yeah.
It's best out of 7, so series is over.
Yeah. God, they got blown out. No, I know.
Series is over. So then he goes to the press conference, and they're like, hey, LeBron, how you doing? He goes, and he has a cast on his hand. I went, Oh, no. And then you go, first question, well, what's up with the cast? He goes, this old thing. Game 2, I punched a whiteboard and broke my hand. I've been playing with a broke hand. It's like, what the fuck, man? Let someone else tell that. Because now it looks like you're making excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Else.
Like, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm like, oh, right when I saw him, like, you're doing yourself no favors, man.
Yeah.
No fucking favors at all. He's out. I think he's done in Cleveland. He's out. I bet he comes to L.A. Really? I bet if they could get like a Paul George or someone else here to link up with, he's coming to L.A. Either Clippers or Lakers. I'd love him to come to the Lakers.
Do you does it go MJ, Kobe, LeBron?
Most would say MJ for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, there's debates for anything. It's just like anything.
Yeah.
Because there's even an argument: is Durant better than LeBron and all
That's
that?
a legit question.
I mean, just depends. But he's out. He's coming. He's either Houston, here,
right?
Maybe Philly, but he's out of Cleveland. He has to decide pretty soon. There's a bunch of shit in there because Connor's trials this week in New York. I think
that'll be community service.
In the next
apparently.
week or two, the next week or two will be LeBron's decision, the second decision. Big things, man. A lot going on in the sports
John
world.
Jones too.
When's John Jones hearing?
Either this month or next month.
So this hearing decides whether or not he's reinstated.
What his punishment should be.
From USADA?
From USADA.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that up to Jeff Novinsky or is that?
It's a commission.
It's a commission.
It's like the.
They're probably having very similar debates. You sit around, you come up with.
It's so lame. Those fucking morons. Like, especially the commissions,
right? So then,
the commissions were like Conor McGregor. You're not allowed to fight. You're not allowed to fight for 6 months, and we're giving you a $275,000 fine. And Conor's like, "Cool, I won't fight there anymore." Like, okay, so you owe us $20,000, and you got to shoot a commercial for us. Conor's like, my minimum to shoot commercials is about $4 million. Like, all right, just sign these photos for my kids, and you can fight next week. That's how they goes. It's just all up for debate, you know.
It all depends on what you're worth.
Nick Diaz, you can't fight for life because you smoke marijuana. Well, how ridiculous is that? It's just all.
It's all random.
It's such a shit show.
Yeah. Well,
they're morons.
What about judging? Rogan was saying, I wish they had more than 3 judges. For
Hell
example.
yeah, that's been an issue forever.
Well, that's a commission issue, right? Isn't that by state by state?
No, that's a sport issue. They'd have to revamp the entire sport. What Rogan wants, I forget how many, but I could see
5. Maybe?
5, yeah, I think 5. But I don't.
And
think,
what about 2?
I don't think they should be in the arena.
What about? I was going to say, what about 2 watching TV?
I think you need more than 2. I think that you need 5 judges in remote location that we don't know where it's at, and they're watching on TV. Yeah, in person, it's too tough to gauge
to see, right?
And you're getting swayed. You get bias from the fans.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Well, I also think it seems like such an easy fix. Why couldn't they just do that? Why couldn't they say 10 judges, 10 watching TV, 10 at the game? You know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
And put the judges even like 3 judges on one side of the cage, 3 judges on the other. I don't know.
I don't think they should be there in person. The sport's too tough to critique like that almost.
Right.
I think you have a remote location. They can be in the arena, but they're in an enclosed area.
Is it boxing rules? I'm still confused because it's takedowns.
Not boxing rules.
Octagon control.
Yeah, no, not boxing rules.
Takedowns. I'm saying, though, you're still looking at the judges do not see the CompuBox numbers, so they have to just got to go on what they're seeing, right? So they're counting head strikes, they're counting leg strikes, they're counting damage. Is damage a factor?
Depends, yeah.
Because that would seem to be the case too.
I mean, it's a huge issue. The sport's new, man. You know,
yeah,
they got a bunch of shit. I don't know, but everyone complains about it. But it's like until you do something.
What did you think of the fights overall?
Lackluster for what the card was supposed to be.
Yeah,
I mean, 5 decisions is tough, man. And one of those decisions is 15 minutes of Mike Jackson, CM Punk. And then Holly dominated Megan Anderson.
That was interesting too because Megan Anderson is such a big woman, but you kind of see the difference between the leagues. You all see the difference in leagues.
It's tough though. First fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
And then tied to Avasa, Orlovsky, good fight, fun fight, decision.
Yeah.
And then Kobe Covington just beat the brakes off RDA.
God.
And then you had Whitaker Romero.
So with Kobe Covington, with that kind of, I think that he's gonna. I don't think he does that to Tyron Woodley as far as wrestling is concerned. If he comes in and tries to close the distance, I think Tyron's a better wrestler, but
Better wrestler than Colby?
but I don't think he has Colby's cardio. That's fucking
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
It's a great fight.
And apparently his coaches were saying that like he's on an American Top Team. He just doesn't get tired. He does
Great
not
fight.
get tired.
Your boy Curtis Blades won.
Yeah, he did.
He looked damn good, too.
Yes, he did.
I mean, it's going to be hard to not give that guy a title shot.
He's a beast, man.
I think Rashad retires now.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Boom, man. You ready for your special, brother?
I'm so ready. That's the best
It's
thing I've ever
interesting
done.
you decided to go on vacation before the special.
That's just a
You
week.
just want a break?
It's a week because then I got 4 dates after that. So,
Because when are we in Chicago?
well, first show is the warm up show, July 19th. Get your tickets.
So you
Solid Hall.
have-
and then we shoot the show July 20th.
And you're shooting 2
Yeah, that Friday.
that Friday.
Then I take a break and I fire back up and I start from scratch.
Hey, well, then you're shooting your show, so you can take a break from stand-up, right? Wouldn't it make more sense if when I say we, us, if we release your special after the season of your new show?
Maybe, and
Wouldn't that
we
make
probably
more
will.
sense to
We
hang
probably
on to
will.
it?
I'll tell you why. Because
We gotta
I have to
sell
shoot
it.
it.
Sell
We
it.
got to shoot it. Got to edit it, and then and then you shop it, and then they have a release date on their schedule.
But if you have any say in it, wouldn't it make more sense?
I think so.
Hopefully your new show's a hit, and then people are more familiar with you, and then you release the special after that.
Correct.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
But you have time. Because when does the new show air?
So this business is so changing so quickly in that sense. It airs. When does what the show? Well, I started my first episode. I shoot is August 27th. Then I believe we take September off, and then we start shooting again in October. However, for a mid-season, with the Roseanne debacle, they may need us to move it sooner.
To bump up?
Yeah, could be.
So then when would the show air, though?
I don't know.
You have no idea.
It would be what's called a mid-season replacement. So that would be November.
June, July, August, September, October. The special would be ready by then.
Yeah,
But then the season would wrap in early 2019.
something like that.
You don't want to wait that long to release that
No,
special.
no.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We could release it when that show's out.
Yeah.
It's all timing, isn't it?
It's all timing, man. It's also the algorithm. Like if it's Netflix, it's the algorithm. And again, we were talking about that. Like there's so much on Netflix. And I don't know. I know a lot of people have shot their thing on Showtime. Great place to do it. But
Yep.
it depends.
It just depends.
It just does. My thing is fairly political. It's fairly.
Oh, is it?
I think so. It's timely. It's very, very timely and relevant. Let's put it that way.
Well, then you need to get it out soon.
Best thing I've ever done, though. So I'm
But then you
excited.
need to get out soon if it's timely.
Yeah. That's not what I'm worried about because it'll be
gotcha.
very relevant. Period.
It's interesting, right?
Generally, yeah. Like
But
so
see,
much of this shit is out of your control.
I thought you were going to want to shoot it in July and then try and get it out like 2 or 3 months after.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of out of my hands at that point.
Really?
Well, because
Well, if they're smart, they'd wait till your show drops.
yeah, and that's a conversation I can have with them too. There's a whole marketing
Oh,
strategy
yeah.
and stuff like
Well,
that.
whoever you go with.
Yeah. So it's interesting. You just focus on the product. Do the best you can. Do the best you can. Do
Yeah.
what you can.
Well, that you can handle. But
Yeah.
you can handle other stuff too. Don't let it.
No.
Yeah. You can handle all that stuff.
The packaging.
Yeah,
What
man.
it looks like.
Yeah.
All that.
You don't
shit.
have,
Yep. Putting you on the cover, that's going to be weird, but we want to do that. Bryan Callen, American Boner, just Brendan.
I'm all-
Brendan.
But like
that.
I'm lost. Like, what?
Like you're looking for
It
moths.
says American Boner. Dude, how about
American Boner. Why is Brendan on the... When it says... When they were sending me... Sasso and Leah were sending me pictures of my net worth, which is wrong. But they at first they said I was worth $200,000. Then they say I'm worth 1.5 or something. But it's a picture of you when you were like 26.
Jesus Christ?
You know that?
No.
Bryan Callen, put in Bryan Callen net worth, and you'll just see net worth, and you'll just see Brendan Schaub there.
Someone said it's the same as Rogan too. When you click on Rogan, it's a picture of me. People are crazy.
That's
Whoever's
great.
hacking into
I'll
that.
never change it. I'll never.
I don't think you can.
Apparently, these girls were looking at you and I. We were at Scopa, and we were eating, you and I. And apparently, these two girls clocked us at the bar and thought we were hot. And they were looking at us, and they Googled our net worth. The bartender told me, and you came up at 6 million or something, and I came up at 200,000. And they go, well, the old guy's poor, so fuck that. And they decided they weren't going to come over and talk to us.
What? Because they thought the poor guy
way.
wouldn't help him out?
Marco told me that. Marco goes, man, she was like, he's poor, 200 grand. He's 50 years
That's
old.
LA for
They're
you,
like,
man.
I know. They were
That's
like,
LA.
fuck that guy.
What about the young one who's loaded?
But then because they were fighting about who got you, and they were like, and then
man.
I don't want the old wrinkles.
Like, who's going to deal with the old broke guy?
I want wrinkles and shingles. I don't want wrinkles and shingles. I don't want wrinkles and change.
Hey, ladies, I can handle both.
Wrinkles.
Let the old man watch.
Yeah, we take him out. He takes you out.
Don't worry about
his
his shingles.
Broke. Yeah,
It's not contagious. He's
Fuck
just going
that guy.
to jack off in the corner to us.
Fucking hilarious. You're not getting laid in LA. $200,000.
Oh man.
God, who Googles someone's net worth?
great.
Thank God those skanks didn't come by.
Thank God it says I'm worth 200 grand. I'll keep it just like that. I don't want anybody.
That's a bummer.
I'm gonna go change that right now. My net worth.
I don't think you can be.
I don't care.
Hey, how about on at the Comedy Store when it says like Belly Room Headliner? The show before me was called Bitch, and so I'm talking to Stevie and a bunch of comics outside, and someone's like, "Yeah, I can't get a picture." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And like, "Oh, can we do it in front of the sign?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like this, and Jeremiah Watson's laughing. I'm like, "What are you laughing?" He goes, "Dude, look at the sign." I'm like, "What?" It says Belly Room Headliner Bitch Brendan Schaub. And I was like, "Hey man, who did that?"
Bitch.
And then he's like, "No, the show before it's called the Bitch Show. Like it's like a bunch of girls." I'm like, "What the fuck, man? That's not a good look."
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not a good
Bitch Brendan Schaub. I was like,
Hot girls in comedy.
God damn it, it was not cool, man.
Yeah,
What can
bitch.
you do, biatch? Biatch. Chin, how about Chin went to his first boxing event this weekend?
So you
Yeah.
stopped. You took a break from. Did you get loaded up on Kratom first, or
Believe it or not, I took Kratom with me there, but I didn't take
Oh,
it
you're
there.
addicted. Have you? I thought you said you were going to stop taking it.
So I was going to stop it last week. However,
you can't.
but this
Oh my God,
weekend,
however.
it was such a busy weekend. So I was like,
a busy weekend?
it was.
How was it so busy?
I was busy, so I couldn't
busy
stop my
hanging
Kratom.
out.
I just figured there's going to be other stuff. I was going to be drinking, right? Me and the Showtime Below the Belt people, we were drinking too there. So
Yeah.
there's going to be drinking. I'm like, it's going to confuse the way I feel, whatever. So I was like, I'll wait till Sunday. So I waited till Sunday.
So do you hear?
Did you
what
take it
said?
this morning?
I was.
No.
It was too busy
That's
for
why
me
I
not
feel
to take my
different.
drug. Now, why are your eyes dilated? Why are you looking at me?
Did
Brandon?
you take it this morning?
Are you done, bro?
Oh, God.
You know what? Are you still in the warm embrace?
How about yesterday? I'm at a barbecue and I gave Joe's brother and her cousin some kratom because they were talking about energy and stuff like that. I'm like,
Spreading the love, huh?
you guys ever taken kratom? And then her brother started laughing. He goes, "Dude, you're addicted." I went, "Have you ever tried it?" And then I broke out some pills for them boys and put it in some bags.
Oh, no.
We've been getting a ton of emails.
Oh, my
from
God.
so many emails from people
my
that take it like, dude, not addicted, and then from just horrible stories.
Horrible stories.
I imagine it just depends.
It's somewhere in the middle.
Well, it depends on your chemistry, maybe, right?
Yeah, everything. With everything, though,
Does it
right?
help with psoriasis?
You never know.
Hey, you guys are trying to get me on.
What you need, bro?
You guys are trying to get me on kratom.
What if that fixed it? What if it fixed it like...
I'd take it.
You don't know till
I
you
have
try.
fantasies about that. If you take testosterone and human growth hormone, it'll go away. I'd be on that shit right now. My skin would be hot dog red.
Yeah, I don't
I'd
know.
be shredded.
But if you don't, you're good. You don't need that at all. The kratom, I don't think.
I've never. No, I don't need an
With energy?
addictive drug.
It's does it give you energy or does it chill you out a little bit? For me, it chills me out.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Hey, gives you energy, bro?
I don't know.
They say the lower doses give you energy, and a little bit more gives you the chill.
I don't
feeling.
want to chill out.
It's all dosage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't
dosage.
wanna chill
So it's
out.
actually where you take less is better for
And
a
you
lot
didn't
of people.
take it this morning, huh?
I didn't take it since.
How do you feel?
Since
Feel like
Saturday.
your eyes are wider.
I feel different. No joke.
Like
Really?
better?
No, like
Oh, it's called withdrawal.
No,
Why
no,
are
no.
your hands
So-
shaking, your teeth chattering?
I know what withdrawals feel like. I remember I took a Vicodin before for back
you
pain.
addicted to it?
No, but when I stopped it, I felt like crap. So I remember that feeling. That I researched was withdrawal.
Right.
But this doesn't feel.
Why is there a for sale sign on your ass?
Yeah, where you can't
Hey, man.
ask us for more cash?
If I
man.
wanted some, I'd reach over and grab it.
Yeah, we
right
have a
there.
bunch.
Yeah.
We said we
You haven't taken your
eyes.
eyes off it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You're
It
does
burning a
look
hole through the
delicious.
kratom. You're boring into it with your eyes.
Take it in on your flight to Hawaii and let me know how it goes.
I'll snort that shit right
It might
now.
not be legal there.
There
You
are
gotta
2 ways.
Google it.
What are the 2 ways that you
just
can
put it
absorb
in.
something the fastest? Do you know?
Your ass, or mouth.
God damn right, brother.
Come on, every hooker knows
Jesus,
that.
your
Ass
ass
and
in
mouth?
your mouth. Oh yeah.
I thought
Right.
inhaling it.
In an order that would surprise
no,
you.
your nose.
Your nose, yeah.
Your nose, not your mouth. Your nose.
Oh, well, you said mouth earlier.
Sorry, your nose. You snort it.
Snort it,
or
yeah,
you
that's
put
what
it
it is.
right in your
Right.
shitter.
You ever put kratom in your rectum, Chin?
No.
No, he only put the.
You ever inject it between your toes?
What?
No.
Hey, bro, how big of an addict are you?
Inject it in your toes.
Yeah, that's that.
What
real
happens to your
addict
toes?
shit. You get fucked up.
Well, my friend's a nurse. She's a trauma nurse, and she was showing me what happens. They had to. This guy came in and he had a hole from his wrist to his elbow. He was a heroin addict in his arm, a wrist to his elbow, and the doctor was like, "I got to cut your arm off and the bottom of your foot off. I have to."
Oh, wow.
And he's like, he was arguing with him on the operating table.
Wait, why were they having to cut it off?
Well, because it was so gangrenous that you can't save the
From the
flesh.
needles?
The flesh is dead.
Gross.
Yeah. It's dead.
Tony Jeffrey's wife, Sarah, she's got another promotion. She got her master's. So now she's like the queen bee of nurses. And I was like, I can't imagine some of the stories. And she goes, oh, some of the stories were at dinner. The other day at sushi. She goes, some of the stories. Well, last week I was working at midnight and this gentleman came in and goes, I don't feel good. I fell and I think something got stuck in my rectum. She
Well.
goes, oh, you fell? And guess what the x-ray showed? Oh, well, it'd be a Tide detergent bottle.
A Tide.
Bottle.
Like, you know, one of those small, like, downy bottles, like
sure.
the skinny.
Sure, had him in my
Oh, he just fell.
Yeah.
And it went up
Fell.
his rectum.
Yeah.
His
Well,
pooper.
sometimes
They have to get it out.
No, sometimes if you have a Tide detergent bottle and there's a lot of lube on it, and you're running by and you pull your asshole open super hard, like you take your, I call it peeling the peach. You hook your fingers right at the right where your butthole is, and you pull open.
You lobster claw it open.
And then you fall into
Yes,
it.
it'd be that smaller one there
The
in the
smaller
middle.
one in his ass.
She said they went, well, when he gets out, you're going to die. And he's like, I don't know what happened. I was just there and whoop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just fell on it. That happens.
Yeah.
And
I find all
they
kinds
also
of things in
find
my ass.
animals up there as well. And then she said she also, another gentleman came in, you know, those like the 20-ounce Coke bottles that was stuck up his old pooper. Apparently can't get it out though. And then she said the one guy with the Coke bottle up his anus, it was there for 6 days.
Well, that's not good.
And he goes, I just thought I'd pass it. And she's like, no.
That's how
you have to
you
get
can
it
smuggle a message in your rump that way, or kratom if you want.
Yeah, you can do
keep
drugs.
Keep it in glass. There's all kinds of things you can do with your bunghole.
I didn't know that the old caboose could carry a Tide bottle.
The caboose can
the
carry,
human body's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the caboose can carry a shitload. My fist, all kinds of things.
Dick,
Yep, bunch of cash,
fat dick,
$1,000 in rolled $100 bills, probably $1 million if you're really really motivated.
fat old.
How much do you think? That's the only way.
How much cash can you store in your
Well, if
ass?
I said to you, Brennan, I'd said, now, you can keep all the cash you can fit in your ass.
Is it $100 bills?
Yep.
Ones.
I would. Open,
Let's say ones.
I would open.
Let's say
wide.
ones.
Shoot me up.
How many ones do you think you'd fit in that asshole?
I'll tell you exactly what I do. I go get me some good cocaine. I'm talking on the cocaine that's yellow. It's so pure. And I'd dip my finger and I'd rim myself. I'd rim it and I put it in there so I really numb my shitter up. You numb the shitter up.
Well, you got to lube it too.
Don't tell me how to do it, bro. I numb it up first, then you lube it up. And then I take a big old tube and I stuff as many of those goddamn. Can I have hundreds?
No.
Ones.
Well,
Ones. Hey, can you Google put
most amount of money
$10,000
someone smuggled inside their body.
$10,000 in ones. I want to see what that looks like first. Then I want to see what
$10,000.
Yeah. Then I
in
want to see what
ones?
$100,000 in hundreds looks like.
Well, you got to remember, you got to roll it in rubber bands, bro.
Well, I'll do all that. Don't worry about that. I'll take a baby bottle and I'm gonna stuff as many as I can in there. It's gonna hurt.
I don't think it's going to be a picture of it.
Sure, there will be.
That's probably the closest to it.
What is that?
The difference between $10,000 in ones.
That's not. I can't
versus-
fit that in my ass.
Nope.
And neither can you.
Nope.
So
I'm
ones
not
it
doing
can't
that
be.
for 10
So if it's
hundreds.
ones, nothing's going in my ass.
Yeah, that's
now
it.
if it's hundreds,
Those are hundreds right there.
that's
10,000.
nobody's fitting that in their ass. That's a disaster. So let me see $100.
You'd be surprised.
Well, there
That's
it is.
Right there. Yeah, it's right there.
See that?
Oh wow,
That's small
that's
one.
10,000.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, bro.
So let me see
I'll put a mil.
100,000. Let me see 100,000.
I could fit a mil in my
bills.
asshole.
No way.
If you tighten that up,
I don't think so.
10 of those.
That's a
rolled
tight
up?
roll.
I'm telling you, Chin, Google most amount of money someone smuggled
Hold
in their
please.
ass.
Hold please. Let me see $100,000 in $100 bills. Because this is going to be a lot, dude.
Here.
Is that 100,000? No,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
10,000.
No. 10,000 ain't a problem.
100,000.
Dollar bill.
No.
No.
100,000 and 100.
Let me see the most someone's ever
Well, there it
smuggled,
is.
Chin.
There you go. No, that's it.
Oof. It's going to struggle.
I'm going to do it.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Let me see the most someone, an actual human, because you got to realize they've probably done it before, so that asshole's prepared for the case, the load.
You can't fit that in your ass, can you?
Who knows, man? Let me see what.
Would it be worth opening your shitter for $40,000? I think so.
No, not 40 grand.
It's a lot of money.
The 10 most
in
impressive
cash.
body cavity smugglers. There we go. Coins, I laugh at.
A grenade?
Oh my god,
That's amazing. Oh, look at this poor guy.
Oh, no.
So he did one latex glove finger, black tar, heroin. All right, keep going. Oh man,
Cigar tube.
no,
Whatever.
go back, Chin. Just Google most someone's smuggled in their ass.
There. How much cocaine can you fit in your rectum?
This one right here?
So,
No, 700 grams. Well, girls can put up.
Well,
they
they
store
have-
a lot of
they have
stuff.
two,
they have an
yeah.
area for a baby.
well, she used to put it in her tummy. You swallow it. That's a lot. And then you shit it out. Damn. Yeah, that was Maria.
Is there no record for as much the most money ever recorded of smuggling?
I'm sure there is. That's a lot. So you'd have to put a tube in there. You probably can only fit.
It's all drugs.
Can't fit a lot of stuff.
Drugs, it's easier.
Yeah. Do people actually smuggle money
Hell yes, dude.
in their butts?
Yeah, I remember when I remember
that's
when
a
my
bad
friend.
idea.
I remember
Yeah, it's mainly drugs, isn't it?
Drugs, maybe.
it's amazing how much time we spent on thinking about how much to put in our.
Well, it's interesting because I want to know what the human body is capable of doing.
Me too. I am too.
I don't know, man. You have some current events, Jen,
I got a few.
that aren't
Current events.
that aren't smuggling
Current
drugs.
event. Let me pee first. I gotta
Go for
Yeah,
it.
set up my
piss.
giant dong. Speaking of smuggling things.
What do you got, Jen?
So the first one is the saddest news all last week. So Anthony Bourdain passing away, committing suicide. That was like such a shocker.
I know, man.
Such a bummer.
How crazy is mental health when a guy, like, if you could talk to anyone, especially if you're older, who has the perfect job, they say Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
The guy who travels, gets to experience all
And he
the
was so
cultures of
loved
the
by
world.
everybody. Like,
Everyone
nobody
loved him.
nobody ever once said, I don't like Anthony Bourdain.
I know.
If you said that, you'd be like, what? Like, that's
it
almost
seemed
like
like-
saying I don't like kids.
And it seemed like he had everything. He had money, fame, got to travel,
Yeah.
nice dude.
He survived a lot too.
Smart.
Drugs.
Well, he
Dude,
said
everything.
something interesting. I guess first of all, I think he had said something about him thinking about suicide. He had always thought about it, but he said something really interesting to me that I heard. He said, "I never expected to live past 30. I've always felt like I stole a really nice car, and I've always been looking in the rearview mirror to get pulled over for it."
That makes sense.
So it's,
a
you know,
lot
it's
of
like-
people feel that way.
Yeah,
They don't
so-
kill themselves.
Yeah.
What's interesting.
Well, no, but he seems to have always flirted with that idea.
Well, he's a drug addict, alcoholic, right?
yeah.
And
He
then,
was, yeah.
Yeah, and he had all that background. Then also, too, with a guy who suffers from depression or whatever, he was having issues with his girlfriend, there's rumors.
You hear about those rumors?
Yeah.
I guess she was photographed 4 days before in Cannes with a reporter who's kind of a stud.
Yeah, journalist guy.
Asia Argento.
Yeah. So that, I think when you do have those kind of conditions, and then maybe, who knows, I don't want to spread rumors, but then, something happens with his girl who he loved and sees that, puts you in a downward spiral. It's a bummer because he was in Germany or France shooting, parts unknown, and then they said he's supposed to go to dinner with his good friend, didn't show up.
Famous chef is
Yeah.
buddy. I think again, this is a mystery. Like, I think suicide is probably a mystery to the people that do it sometimes. I don't know if that we're aware of our own motivations, especially when it comes to something like
I think
this.
what's fucked up, what bothers me most about this and the Kate Spade, why I get so angry at them, is they had kids.
Yeah.
That's so
An 11-year-old.
fucked up. You want to talk about being a narcissist? Is there going to be a worse thing to do to a kid?
I would have to
It's
agree.
so fucked up. And they think by leaving this earth, they're taking the burden away from the family members and the kids. You're making it so worse.
Well, the kid's 11, so, you know.
It's so fucked up.
I have a daughter that age, and it's like, it would be impossible not to think my father doesn't love me. But I will also say
It's the most selfish
that
thing in the
level of despair,
what I'm thinking too.
is something I've never experienced.
No.
So
He said he stayed alive for his daughter,
I'm
too.
sure. So
he must have been going through some hell
yes,
inside.
and so I
hope it's
since
not
I've never
just a
been there.
breakup of a girl or girl cheating on him.
Whatever the
that.
case, to take your own life is such an extreme act that I would imagine that you have no other choice. It's literally this rational choice of saying, I can't do this anymore, and the only way out, there's a door there, and the only thing that's going to, like, maybe it's like being on fire all the time. I don't know. I never
Isn't
been
it
there.
crazy? Because you think you have the perfect life with his job, money, fame.
Well, it goes
He's
to,
good.
I think this is also where a lot of spirituality comes from. I think that it's not a mistake that a lot of Tibetan monks, a lot of shamans, a lot of even priests, if you look at it, a lot of them have gone through a crisis. A lot of them went through some form of a breakdown, sometimes when they were in their teens, in their 20s, but many of them went through a serious breakdown where they had a choice between, and how many people do you see who have everything? I've met many who have everything, including artistic prowess and everything else, and they're a mess.
Here's the thing, though. I think that's the exception. I think we got to be careful that things aren't this dark and gloomy. I know a ton of people who do have it all, and they're happy as fuck.
Sure.
So be careful.
So then the question
because everyone
is-
goes and listen. Any actor, athlete, celebrity, everyone has their issues, but we have to be real careful. Going, everyone's struggling their own way. Yeah, but I know some people are killing it, and they couldn't be more happy.
Well, that
and
also
they live in huge houses, drive fast cars, and fuck every hot girl I know, and they're happy as fuck.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, I know people who are happy.
But happy is also,
We gotta be careful here.
You have to define what happy is. Sometimes they're happy. Maybe they're happy now. Maybe in 10 years they won't be.
Oh, but that's life, Bryan.
Yeah.
We got to be careful.
What I'm saying is that maybe also there's another thought, which is that there are also serotonin levels, and some people have serotonin levels at a 4, and people like me, I'm lucky enough to have a serotonin level at 8. So no matter what happens, and they've done so many studies, like Jonathan Haidt, guys like when you win a lottery, people who win the lottery, like money that they don't have to work again, and they compared them to people who they go back to their set point. So you get really happy, then they go back to what they were happy. Certain happiness or levels of mood are contingent upon a physical phenomenon within the brain, like your serotonin levels and things
Lottery's
like that.
a bad
right?
example because those people aren't working. They didn't accomplish
No, I
anything.
didn't finish it though, because they compared people who became paraplegics, lost the use of their legs, devastating accident, and people who won the lottery. And after 6 months, both went back to the sort of the set point that they were at.
Yeah.
So after the initial thing, you kind of reset, you regather yourself, and you're back to where you were.
To who you were.
Yeah, and so a lot of that's that too. Who the fuck knows, man? Maybe he did heroin. Maybe he was doing heroin when he was younger because he was so unhappy then. You know, maybe a lot of people have substance abuse, and there's a lot of science to this, or who drink too much, who take drugs because they don't feel they feel terrible when they're sober, and that's a chemical thing, and they're trying to self-medicate. So I don't know, man. I just haven't been there, and I agree. And you're right. There are a lot of people who they get their goals, and they are happy having what they have. You're right.
Yeah, I know some people.
You're right.
I think we gotta be careful. Everything's dark, and I'm happy as fuck. Listen,
Well, you know-
these things can go wrong, and
Sure.
And you talking about being human? You talking about having a bad day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's depression. Okay, you'll get out of it, get back on track. I don't suffer from mental, problems. But we gotta be real careful. Listen, LeBron James lost Game 4. He got blown out. Trust me, with the $1 billion deal and what he's doing with his life in the private jets, he's just fine.
Well, how about this? So my mother and my sister love to be dramatic, and I love them, but they love me and they worry. So this is what they do to me. They go, I think you're very stressed. I think that you should look into that. And I'm like, then I go, and I think that you really need a break. And I go, okay, hold on, listen up. I'm telling you right now, I'm not that stressed. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I agree with him. I think you're stressed.
But I love my life. I love my life.
Yeah, no, I agree with
It's a
your mom,
good stress.
sister.
No, it's a good stress.
Yeah.
There's no depression. No, it's not true. I'm
No, I don't
telling
think
you.
you're depressed.
And I'm also not that stressed.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I have a lot on my plate, but
Yeah,
it's
you
not
got a lot
stress. I
riding
like
on
it.
it. Yeah.
I have everything I want.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, I do. But they want to look into it and be like, your psoriasis is this. Maybe there's some of that.
I'm sure there's some.
The other side of it is maybe there's something going on with.
What's interesting too, the thing that what is a bummer, obviously them killing themselves when they're kids, that's a whole nother issue. But another thing that's a bummer is when celebrities kill themselves. They've done this study where, and it's out right now. I think Whitney Cummings tweeted this out. When celebrities kill themselves, suicide goes up. With everything, because young kids, especially in the younger demographics, they see these celebrities going, well, that actually is an option now. And if the celebrity's doing that, and then you see when Robin Williams did it, 30% in the Northern California area rose in suicide,
Really?
by 30%.
Well, he hung himself the way Kate Spade did with his bathroom.
And they're saying what's not good is the way the media gives the details. They should do no details on the way they kill him. Like with Avicii, how he broke a glass bottle and slit all this shit and whatever.
I didn't know that.
They don't want to. They're saying the media would do so much better with avoiding an uprise in suicide rates if they didn't release all the details.
Was Avicii a suicide? I didn't know.
Yes, suicide.
I didn't know.
We don't need to know how these guys do it. Are we curious? Of course. But as far as with society and the younger demographics, we shouldn't be releasing.
It used to be
details.
like that, It used to be that they.
Are you
wouldn't
talking about
tell you that.
respect?
Yeah, and when you die on the battlefield, they don't give you. They don't. That's why they don't post pictures.
Oh gosh.
And they don't tell you the details because it's very, very. Sometimes it's horrible.
With
Private,
suicide,
it's personal too.
And
They're not affecting. They're not hurting anyone else. It's,
I think that's a good.
technically.
I agree with discretion. I agree with. I don't need to know all the details, and I certainly didn't need to see Kate Spade's. I didn't see it, but I know that her note was made fairly public to her daughter and stuff like that. I don't know if you need that either. That's her private business, man.
when there's kids involved, that makes me more upset at them for doing it.
Sure, man.
What else you got, Chin?
Yeah, it's very sad. So Rafa Nadal was in an
he
Italian
get tanner
magazine. Huh?
He looks so tan there. Big Kit Kat.
He is very tan there. He was in an Italian magazine, and they asked him if women and men players should be paid equally, and this was his response.
It's a comparison we shouldn't even make. Female models earn more than male models, and nobody says anything. Why? Because they have a larger following. In tennis, too, who gathers a larger audience earns more. I totally
100%.
agree with that.
Mm.
It's called merit and competency and.
But shouldn't that be in all? I think that should be in movies,
Of course.
TV, comedy.
It's called the marketplace.
Every sport, cheerleading. Should male cheerleaders get paid the exact same? Well, no one really wants to see a male cheerleader.
Dude, but so this is a really important point because that's right. You're worth. Kevin Hart makes more money. Why does he make more money than I do? Tell me why. Because more people want to see Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah,
So he can charge how much? $100 a ticket.
more than you.
Okay. So he earned that, or whatever you want to say. I don't know who's. Oh, I didn't get it.
It
I'm
doesn't
funnier.
matter. It doesn't matter whether you think he's earned it or not.
It doesn't matter.
The demand is there.
Correct.
If someone goes, dude, well, I think Bryan Callen's funnier than Kevin Hart. Very cool, but for whatever reason, Kevin Hart can go on this irresponsible tour and sell out stadiums. You sell out everywhere you go. You've been doing stand up for a year and a half or whatever. 7 days.
There are people who've been doing it a lot longer, and they don't sell as much. Well, you want to get into the details of that?
What do you want
You
me to
got
do?
yourself there.
Yeah.
Somehow you figured out a way to sell more tickets.
Yep.
You should earn that. So this Marxist, and this is what it is, this Marxist idea, this idea that men already had a leg up, so women should be paid as much as women tennis players should be paid as much as male. From whose wallet? From whose wallet? What are you talking about?
Who's going to eat that nut?
There's a Marxist. There's a fucking. There's a Marxist sort of like undertone to all this. This is my problem with equal pay, no matter what. No. Did you earn it, motherfucker?
Yeah.
It's called a hierarchy of competence and merit.
Like Serena Williams, she can carry some demand, right?
Yeah.
So if Serena Williams is in a stadium, right? Let's say here in LA, Serena Williams is in this stadium, and then Pete Sampras, who's the number one guy in the world right now?
Give
me some.
Roger Federer.
And then Roger Federer's in this building. Who do you think's going to be in higher demand? Who do you think can charge more? And that's clear as day. And if I'm a sponsor, if I'm responsible for tennis, I mean, what do you want me to do? So I should pay her the same?
It's the most
Well, it doesn't
ridiculous
work
thing in
that
the
way.
world. Yeah.
But they're both ranked number one. No, I get that. But he is selling more tickets.
Yeah.
But also, I hate to tell you, if she was selling more tickets,
She'd make
they
more
don't
money.
give a fuck.
No.
Yep.
They don't care man
That's
or
because,
woman. All they care about is ticket
the
sales,
marketplace. The marketplace. And if you think otherwise, then you're a dummy because you're a Marxist. That's what. See, a Marxist would say it doesn't matter. Everybody gets paid the equal amount, and especially since she's a woman, she should be brought up to. And they're going into. There's this whole movement to go into boardrooms and go. There are too many white males here.
Yikes.
So we had to have some people of color. We need women. Okay, what about do we need dwarves as well?
What about the white males who earn the right to be there? What about the degree, the work they put in? Do they not get an equal show? Like, what do you do? All right, what else you got, Jim?
All right, the next one is Dennis Rodman. And the article here says, Dennis Rodman says he will fly to Singapore for Kim Trump summit to support his friends. He's actually there now. He's in Singapore. He made it.
Oh, thank God, Dennis is there.
Oh, now we're good.
They didn't invite him. Even Trump said it really nicely, like he's a nice guy, but he's not invited.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is the little poster he made.
God.
Wow.
Thanks,
Him,
Dennis.
Trump, and Kim. And it says unite. And it looks kind of like he did this as a joke, but this is him actually feeling like he's bringing them together
I
to
think
unite.
he feels like he's more important than he is. I wore a Dennis Rodman shirt, a Roots of Fight shirt the other day, and I was walking, and someone goes, "Boo!" And I was like, "All right, not a shop fan. That's fantastic." And then the guy had like a yellow shirt, and I saw him in line at Starbucks, and I was like, "What's up, man?" Trying to see. I thought maybe fight wise, or maybe he didn't like a pick I did. He's like, "Dude, Rodman sucks." And I'm like, "What?" I didn't know he was talking about. I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Dennis Rodman." I like, no. Oh, no, I like when he played for the Bulls. I don't like what the fuck he's become now. This is a Bulls shirt,
He's a
man.
moron. You
This is
like
a
Kim
Bulls shirt.
Jong-un, one of the most oppressive, the leader of the most oppressive regime, the most oppressive country in the world, enslaved their population and starved their population. Yeah, good stuff. Do you like Mao and Hitler and Stalin too? Awesome. And Pol Pot? Same guy.
With Rodman, though. Jesus Christ, man.
Huh?
Rodman.
He's just a dummy. Who gives a fuck about Dennis Rodman?
Hell of a basketball player.
Clown. Hell of a
The
basketball
picture, though,
player.
is what trips me out.
Giant.
You know what?
His clown dick would
I know
slap
somebody
your
who fucked him. And they said he was just all right, average. And I know,
Really?
and I got it on good authority.
Carmen Electra begs the difference.
She banged him for a while, too. No,
Do I know
this
her?
other girl. Nope. But
I don't
I
know,
was
man.
I spent some time with her.
I would assume.
My first question was, how's his dick?
No, he has a hammerhead. Let's get real.
No, she said, you know what? She goes, you know what?
Average?
I was expecting to see a monster. And he said, it was all right, but it wasn't great.
Wow. What else you got, Chen?
This one, a woman that was attacked in Florida. She went missing, and she was walking her two dogs, and then she went missing, and then later on, people found out that there's this huge alligator in this area in Florida, and they found the alligator, and then opened him up and found an arm inside.
Oh shit!
So it ate her arm, and then they found the body like a day later.
Yeah,
I think it was.
they'll twist your arm off and swallow that.
Oh.
And a lot of
They
times-
store the body still.
Yeah, they find
yeah,
just
it
the
gets
torso
nasty.
a lot of times.
Yeah. But also, I saw something on this too. That neighborhood, the homeowners association sent out a whole warning how
On
there's
Wednesday.
alligators everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And apparently it attacked her from behind. So she was walking, and it just somehow crept up on her.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
that's so scary.
How old was she though?
47.
Not that old. You think you would
Japanese, I
hear?
think.
Well, it'd be tough to hear that gator.
Yeah, man.
That's
a
what
giant
they do.
lizard gets behind you and grabs you and then takes you into the
Oh
water.
my god, that would be so fucking scary.
12 foot.
So that's a huge
Yeah!
animal. That's a huge animal. Let me see. This is terrifying.
I think they showed footage of it from
This afternoon,
a chopper, like the alligator swimming. There it is.
alligator from a lake.
Well, that's a
it's
giant animal.
47-year-old Shizuka Matsuki.
I guess once they taste flesh, that's the problem.
Wildlife
But
officials
this is my thing, though. If you move to Florida,
an arm and some-
alligators doing alligator shit, man.
Well,
It
but
was
you just
found
don't
in the
expect to
gator. So
get.
the gator.
It's pretty rare.
What?
You don't expect
But
to
if
be walking your dog.
if the homeowners association sends out a warning, goes,
Well, but
hey,
yeah, but-
hey, man, around this,
yeah,
around
but you
here,
stay on the path.
so what? Fuck no! If
Stay on the path.
if I come home today and they're like, hey, did you see the memo on the front door? What's the memo, bro? There are fucking lions wandering around here. Just stay down this road, though. But they are around. Give you a
that's-
heads up.
but in Florida-
I would not go outside.
In Florida, you can carry a pistola. And I'm carrying.
That ain't
me.
gonna do shit to an
I'm
alligator.
What? I'm carrying me my pistola. You grab me, alligator grabs me. I pull out my pistola, and I unload in his fucking
Hold up.
dumb
So it says
alligator brain.
Rangers have previously undertaken campaigns telling people not to feed alligators as they might lose their fear of humans, which could lead to more attacks.
Yep. So stop bringing out that raw chicken and slapping the water. All right, guys?
You saw that one video, right?
No.
Where they threw food out and the alligator grabbed another alligator's arm and just took it off.
Yeah.
Did you see the...
Well, did we talk about it on here?
Which one?
Oh, no. Was that with Theo where that dog for 10 years kept
I
harassing the
saw
alligator?
that. Oh, I saw
For
that.
10 years?
For 10 years. Did I? Well, I forget where I talked
Go get
about
him. And the alligators went, oh, okay. I don't
Well, this guy. Oh, no. Eddie Bravo sent me this
Crocodile,
link.
yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah, the little tiny dog, right?
Yeah, for 10 years, it's harassing the same alligator, and the owner's like, this is so funny. And then the alligator went, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm a gator,
No,
bitch.
that's a crocodile. It's a salty in Australia. And it said, I'm a saltwater crocodile.
The owner's like, no, you fuck, man.
There is
so
not
fast.
a dog on the planet that that a crocodile's hearing a peep from. Not a peep.
Yeah, no shit, Brian.
Not
Kelly.
a fucking peep.
What other
with that
bullshit? And
armor.
of course, every dog would get fucked by it.
But wait.
You talking about a dinosaur?
Did you see the great white that there was a seal swimming around? Then there's this great white. Did you see that great white? And
No.
they're screaming on the boat as the great white's trying to catch the seal.
Does the seal
and
go on the boat?
It gets the seal.
Is this a new video or is it an old one you saw on Instagram?
It's a new video. Why don't you bring it up for a second?
Where'd you see it on, B?
On Instagram. And I was like,
Instagram.
what
Oh,
the
Instagram's
fuck?
gonna be tough.
Great white grabs seal.
What if you can do it by new?
We can actually filter the times.
That's it.
This right at the top one?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
This is it.
Is that
Watch
a newer
this.
video, too?
Watch this. Watch this.
2017.
Oh, that's an old video.
Watch this.
But this is the one you're sure, right, Brian?
Yeah, watch
All
this. Oh, well, there's a shark. That
Where
seal's
the
like...
fuck's that seal chilling?
I don't know. He
water?
seems like he's totally fine.
Where's the people on the
They were
boat
chumming
freaking
water,
out?
and then there was a seal. Now watch this. Oh, you got to hear people screaming on the boat.
That was it?
No. It's not it.
Oh, there he
He's
goes.
trying to get away.
Yeah, they usually like to stay close to the shark.
Yeah.
They just go in circles
watch
around
this.
his tail.
That
Weird
seal's
music,
like,
too.
I'm in the open water.
Oh,
Boom.
you got him there.
Yeesh.
I mean, that's what it does to a
It's
person.
terrifying.
Yeah. See you later.
You know what's tough? How does Shark Week keep it going? Because like I've seen that video. That could have been from last night. Someone recording it. It's the same shit every time. How's Shark Week keep the ratings up?
I don't
It's the
know.
same shit.
People are
I've
fascinated
seen
by sharks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I love Shark Week, but it's the it's the same shit every year. Yet
know.
we watch it.
I know.
There's nothing new with. They discovered nothing new with great whites in 200 years. It's been the same fucking shark.
Well-
it's the same video every week.
Yeah.
They do play the same ones. too.
Every time.
Like the ones
every
they made
week.
years ago.
Every week.
They'll play the same
I don't
ones.
watch it.
It's the same
It's-
shit.
Guy
It's
gets
the
his
biggest
calf
hype.
bit. No, and they pull him up on the boat.
Let's recap this,
Yeah.
and then real shitty
Slow
acting.
motion.
Real shitty acting. Here, let's recap exactly.
Well,
what
I was
happened.
walking, and then we got in the water.
No, it's always dusk or dawn.
Every shark attack story starts like this. We got in the water.
That's exactly how it goes.
I mean, look, it was a beautiful day. We got in the water, and it was dusk, and there were elephant seals everywhere, and I saw dorsal fins.
No,
so I
there's
got in the water.
it's
anyway.
always sure you hear a lot about it, but you never think it's gonna happen.
Look
to
at
you.
that picture of that great white coming out of the water, though. What a monster. Oh, my fucking God. Just a giant fish.
I don't get how Shark Week keeps going, man. What else you got, Jen?
All right,
And it's a killing machine. Okay. I understand.
All right, this is just a small clip. If you guys heard this or not, during the fights, the cornerman for Rashad Coulter,
Yeah, I heard this.
I'll just play it for you guys. If it plays. Let's refresh it real
Greatest
quick.
cornerman.
And this is on Barstool Sports. Well, maybe it's not going to play.
Yeah, all he says is you're not gonna knock him out. He's big old Mexican. He's got a big old head.
And the way
What's the craziest thing you ever heard in the corner? Was there anything? You ever have any cornerman ever go, all right, guy's big. He's very strong. Stay away from his.
God, not really. My coaches were pretty on it. They're not very funny.
No.
No, not really.
Alrighty.
All right, I want you to quit.
What else you got, Jen?
All right, this one. is pretty crazy. This guy Luke Heimlich. Apparently, he was supposed to go into the NBA. MLB draft, and he's like a really good prospect. However, he has something on his record for child molestation.
Yeah,
niece.
can't draft you.
He was 15 years old, and I guess his niece said that he touched her some places, whatever. And he's saying that he was given bad legal advice from his
15.
Yeah.
Oh, to just accept the plea?
Accept the plea.
Oh, fuck.
And then something will happen. So now he's become this really like amazing baseball player, but no one wants to draft him.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Fuck,
That's
man.
fucked up.
And did they find anything? Did he actually molest his niece, or what's going on?
I mean,
here?
so he was convicted. He had to go to all the stuff
Well,
you have to do.
if you say yes, I did.
Yeah.
He's 15 years old.
I don't know, because the
How old was his
44th
niece?
best prospect in the draft. Fuck.
How old was his niece?
6 or 8 or something like that.
It's tough to know. I mean, if you obviously molest his
It's
niece.
a family thing.
His family says it's the best way for our family to move on.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If I was that age, my dad would not be like, just take the plea so we can move on. I don't know. I'm suspect.
I don't know any. I don't know the.
I don't know enough details.
Yeah.
But you can't be molesting kids getting drafted, though.
Yeah. But, he was also a kid. How old was his niece? The whole thing is. Was she 14? Was she 13? I don't know.
Was she 18?
Yeah, I don't know any details, so I'm not gonna.
What's a little sketchy, though, is the family going, just plead yes, and then guilty, and then let's move on.
Yeah. And
So I know if someone tried to accuse me of that, my dad would be like, the fuck we are. Let's go on your record, my man.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to go away from your record. It's actually supposed to, when you're a juvenile,
when you're a little kid,
it is not supposed to be on your record as an adult. So it's supposed to be sealed.
So
So
came out.
yeah. And it's not supposed to affect your future employment. That's why
a
they seal it.
bummer.
That's why
That's
they seal
tough. I need more details.
it. Well, one thing about
if I throw them under the
when
bus.
it's sealed, they can still find it.
Oh, for sure. Of
course.
Kidding me? Especially
Yeah.
this day and age.
Yeah.
In the 60s, you've been fine.
Yeah. Well, in the 60s, you just moved to another parish.
What else you got, Jen?
This is not a huge deal, but it looks funny. So Trump and Pence.
Have you seen this video?
No.
Trump
We're at a
moves his
conference
water
room
bill, and
table?
Pence is like, oh shit, moves his exactly.
Like
the same.
literally right after he does it. So no one else does it.
The First Lady and members of his cabinet showed up at a meeting of the FEMA today, a meeting to give a briefing on this year's hurricane season that began on Friday.
We just unveiled a new strategic plan, and it's not just a plan for FEMA.
So he grabs water ball, puts it down,
It's a plan
and
that
Pence immediately puts his water ball down.
unify the federal government
But this is them making fun of him.
down through our state partners.
He just
There's really
copies them,
nothing
or do you
to
think
it.
it was just?
But it's just
it doesn't
those
seem
two.
like Pence saw it though. Maybe he just did it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you saw it.
It's either, I don't know.
Maybe it's like, maybe they have a thing. Whatever you do, I'm going to do.
Or whenever you do that, it means let's get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
their sign
yeah,
to
maybe
like,
there's a sign.
let's wrap this
There
up
might be
and
a
get out of
sign.
here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe there's a sign.
And this is a skit that
Let's
they
get Eddie
did.
Bravo involved now.
To create a true culture of preparedness. We have a lot of work to be ready for catastrophic disasters, specifically the low to no notice events. And then 3, reduce the complexity of FEMA. Specifically, we have to do a better job of streamlining our services to citizens, but also the grant funding that goes out to help communities.
That's very funny.
Anyways.
That's funny.
Who knows?
What else you got, Jen?
There's not many awesome ones here. How about this right here? Okay, so have you guys ever returned stuff from Amazon?
Never.
Never.
I don't return stuff. Too much of a hassle.
Oh crap! Amazon's
I'm
the
same
easiest.
goddamn
I'm just
way,
like,
dude.
throw
I'm
it
the
away.
same. That whole like, I'm ordering a Casper mattress.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, I was like, should we get the top of the line one or get the middle one? Decided to get the middle one. And she goes, if we don't like it, we'll just return and get the better one. I go,
Nope.
it's not going to happen.
Nope.
It's not going to happen unless they come into my house, come all the way upstairs,
No.
but then I still got to make a phone
Do I
call.
have to call? Nope.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I was at CVS.
Why is it so hard?
I was at CVS buying clippers for my son, and the lady goes, "You want a receipt?" I go, "Oh no, I'm good." She goes, "You want to take this because if they like," I went, "Oh, try, I'm too lazy for that." I just don't care.
Clippers.
I'm the same way.
I had to
If the
return
clippers don't
once.
work,
I've never taken a
I'll
receipt
just
in my
order another
goddamn
pair.
life. Never taken-
It's too much of a hassle to deal with all this.
Even when I get my I buy my tickets on Expedia and it says, do you want to insure your trip? Nope.
No, not the
Too much.
insurance.
I gotta mark that off.
But clippers, I bought clippers, and I came back home to use them, and there was hair on them. Of course, I'm returning those things.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I would have dusted that hair off like a man and used the fucking clippers.
Me too.
Where's that hair
I could get back in my car, drive
I could have
there,
found blood on it. I
explain-
could have found a scalp, pieces of scalp, and I would have been like, you know what? Get a little alcohol
If
going.
there's a used heroin needle, I'm like, nah, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to enter my body.
That's true.
I'm like, oh, God.
Even when I had to return my rental car, and I knew that I'd used a quarter tank, and I knew they were going to charge me up the ass to fill it up because I didn't get.
I still
and
do
I was
it.
like, I just can't stop at the.
Me neither. I'm like, it's too much of a hassle to stop. Every time I do, I'm like, nah, not happening.
Lazy.
Never.
Fucking on the way back, I told you I had to buy that my ticket on Delta, and I didn't. I had to buy it last minute to go back to LA from Raleigh, and I got stuck in the middle seat between two of the biggest human beings on the planet, both who smelled like
Like a zoo.
they smelled like a hamster cage, and it was a situation. It sucked.
All right, so what about taking stuff back, Jen?
I've returned stuff on Amazon before for whatever reason. They didn't work or whatever. But Amazon has this policy where if you get something and it doesn't work or if it's broken, then they'll replace it for you. So this couple would continue to do this thing where they would say something's broken and they would give them another item for free. So they would have two items and then would sell those items. So they did it to over 2,700 pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
They got investigated. Obviously, they're 1.2 million worth of stuff.
The hustle is real.
So they're going to jail for 6 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hope that was worth it, you dumb
God,
bums.
6 years?
6 years.
Buy a full-time job. Just get a
Yeah,
real
yeah.
job. That seems like a lot of work.
That's a ton of work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only time I'll take stuff back.
It's a long time to go to jail, too.
Yeah,
6
for
fucking-
It sounds like
that's a little
crazy,
harsh,
right?
right?
But
Little
1.2
harsh.
million.
Are they that? Yeah, I don't know.
They might suck, those people in
Yeah,
general,
they might
right?
just be bad people. If I get shoes, if they don't fit right, even then, if I were from Exoc, like I just got these Jordan cactuses, these Travis Scotts, I hope they fit. If they don't fit right, then it's like just repackage them, send them
I
back.
can't.
I'll just find a friend.
Because I don't know how, because you go repackage and you have to take it to the UPS.
No.
Thing. You gotta,
Amazon, you don't do that. You just tape it back up and they come pick it up
So
at
I
your
have to
house.
ta- I have to
You have to tape it up though.
gotta tape it, dude. I don't know why I had this huge
Me
block.
too. I'm like,
How about you and I,
I'll
we-
just go like this and go, fuck. And then I just put it to the side and then forget about it.
You and I, when we have to take a shuttle, like if Brennan and I have to take a shuttle to the rental car place,
I don't do it anymore.
It's
I don't-
such
you know,
a
I don't do
disaster
rental
for
cars
me.
anymore.
I
Yeah.
paid a cab. I don't know what happened. I go, pay a cab. He goes, it's expensive. I got to take it. I go,
I don't care.
it's worth it. I can't get on the shuttle.
I
But
can't do
something
the
about it
shuttle.
makes me depressed. I get depressed.
I stopped flying. I think it was Delta or American because you have to take a shuttle from the LAX now
That's
to get
why
to
I
that
stopped
terminal.
flying. That's exactly
Terminal
why I
3.
stopped flying American.
Yeah, so
That's
I won't do
why.
American anymore because you go through regular security.
they hustled me.
Then you go down here, so you get through security.
Wait for the bus.
Go down here, wait for the shuttle,
And go to that
drive you
terrible-
up there
that terrible
to take you to the
satellite-
shit terminal.
Shit terminal.
That just sells like
Shit.
water and hummus.
Yeah, they got hummus, a couple of magazines, and a fucking compass.
I'm out. American,
you.
I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, it's so depressing.
I'm out.
I get it with you guys because you guys travel all the time. So after a while, yeah,
It gets to me,
gets to be a
man.
Oh,
hassle.
It does get to me.
Yeah, if it's shuttles, won't do.
Yeah. Flying to Hawaii. Not first class with my family though. It's simply too expensive. So I'll be in Delta Comfort.
It's Hawaii though. You'd be
Hawaii.
good, man.
It's Hawaii.
Is that it, Chin?
that's it, man.
That's it.
Chin will take some shit back, man.
Come see me in Raleigh, North Carolina. I mean, no. Come
What?
see me in Portland.
I was like, you're back
God damn it.
there?
God damn it. Come see me in Portland. I got Portland. Helium.
Great spot, man.
June 21, 22, 23.
Next week.
Yep. I got Syracuse and Tampa in July. And then we got Talia Hall.
Wow, that's Syracuse and Tampa.
Yeah. That's the 2 weekends before I get to Talia Hall.
You went Tampa Improv?
Tampa Improv.
Have you been there?
No.
Great
yeah,
spot,
many
man.
times.
I love Tampa Improv.
Fantastic. And then I got Syracuse. I've never been to Syracuse. You have. Funny Bone?
Yep.
How was that? Yep.
So I'll be at I love Funny Buns. So I will be at Ice Tuesday night. I'm with Tripoli and Rogan and the boys at the Comedy
You
Store.
wanted me to do that show. Fuck.
Yeah, you're gone, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm with Jeremiah Stamp on the spot this Tuesday night. Friday night, I'm at the Ice House. I think that show is sold out. And then next week, Friday, Saturday, I'm at Houston Improv. And then July 7th, come watch me do hour of stand-up. And then I'm doing the early show. So I will stay and watch the fights with you guys. July 7th, that's Oklahoma, Cherokee Casino. That's one night, one show only. Those tickets are super limited because I'm watching the fights with you guys, so they lowered the tickets. So get your tickets now, tfatk.com. Then tickets for Spokane and Austin just went on sale as well. Cap City and Austin, first time I'm there. tfatk.com. See you guys out there. B? Have fun in Hawaii, you fuck.
Thanks, buddy. Aloha, everybody.
This
Aloha.
is the Firing Kid. We're out.